Hi, my name's Emma and I run The Dating Mermaid. You can find more of my stuff, such as blogs and products, at www.thedatingmermaid.com. In this short video, I'm going to talk about the 3 easy steps that you can take to improve your relationship today. Before I go into those 3 steps, I just wanted to talk to you about relationship needs, because this is the secret to couples being happy. Now, relationship needs are what people need to feel happy in their relationship. Everybody has them, but they do differ for everybody. And if you're in a relationship, your partner's needs are likely to be different from yours. Often we assume that people have the same needs as we do, and that often causes problems in relationships. So relationship needs are really important for happiness in a relationship. And it's important that you know your needs and also your partner's needs, which I'm about to go on to in a second. So let's look at these 3 easy steps I was talking about earlier on, and they are really easy. So first of all, you need to find out what your partner's top 3 needs are. Now, it doesn't have to be 3, can be 5, can be more than that. I went for 3 because it's kind of obviously easier to identify 3 needs, and it's also easier to meet 3 needs than any more than that, because sometimes you can kind of forget. What you might want to do is ask your partner to put those 3 needs in order to kind of help you out even more. Now, as you go through this, you might want to think about your own relationship needs, because depending on the type of partner you have, they might want to know what your relationship needs are and ways in which they can meet them. So number 2, find out exactly how that need can be met. So how can each of those needs be met with precision, because it does differ depending on the person. And number 3, just focus on meeting those needs as often as possible. So these are 3 easy steps to help you to improve your relationship. Now, hopefully your partner's on board and they'll do exactly the same to improve the relationship too. So I just wanted to give you some examples of relationship needs in case you weren't too aware of what they are. Here are some. These are not all. So first of all, you've got companionship, you've got support, you've got affection, financial support, admiration, sex, and an attractive partner. So when I say an attractive partner, some spouses want their partners to be attractive. That's what I mean by that, rather than a partner outside of the relationship. Now, step 2 is how exactly do you meet these needs? Now, everybody has different criteria for how these very kind of general needs are met. And this is what you really want to focus on, step 2. So I've got 3 examples here. In bold is the need, and then I put the criteria after that. So companionship, first of all. So someone may have that need, companionship. To them, they will feel they have companionship and that need is met if they and their partner spend all day on Saturday and Sunday together. Another individual, or the same individual, may have affection as one of their top needs. So for them to feel that they're experiencing affection and therefore that needs to be met, is they potentially could be sitting on the sofa and kissing every evening with their partner. And finally, an example is if an individual wants to have an attractive partner, that's one of their top needs, then maybe that need would be met if their partner wore a dress and makeup every day. So hopefully you can see here, there's kind of 2 parts of this. Is in bold is the need, and then after that is the way in which that need can be met for that specific individual. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, specific is key. You need to identify that specific criteria that is required for that need to be met. And as I said, you should also be looking at your own relationship needs and your own criteria as you're doing this activity, because hopefully your partner will be on board and will want to know too. Now, what I've got here, this is part of my relationship toolkit, just 1 page that's quite handy at this point. I'll leave that for now. I'm going to kind of move on. I don't really want to read through it and stuff, but I've got more of an intro there. I've got some examples halfway through of relationship needs, so more than I listed a second ago. Then I've also got some examples of the criteria for 2 different types of needs, so feeling loved and also respect. So obviously, if you want to have a read of that, pause and then move on. So these are basically the 3 easy steps. We've already been through them, but it's like easier to see it in these kind of pictures. So first of all is what are the 3 needs, or 5, or however many you want. Number 2 is how exactly do you meet that need. And then finally, you want to focus on meeting that need. And then hopefully your partner will be happy and therefore your relationship will be more solid and will lead to become happier. Now, finally, if you're in a position where your partner is also on board, because this video, to be fair, was all about how you could improve your relationship kind of on your own. Hopefully you've got a partner who is also interested in improving the relationship. So there's kind of 4 steps here I've identified. So 4 steps to relationship success. So step 1, identify your relationship needs and what your partner can do to meet them. Step 2, your partner identifies their relationship needs and what they can do to meet them. Step 3 is where you both communicate in a positive way what your top 3 needs are and what you basically need, you both need to meet those needs. Now, when I say a positive way, I mean you want to focus on saying to your partner and your partner saying to you, I would like it if you did this, rather than I don't want you to do this, because that could possibly be perceived as a criticism. So just focus on stating what you would like rather than what you don't like at this point. Step 4, final step, you both aim to meet the needs of each other as often as possible. So they're the 4 easy steps. So first of all, you identify your relationship needs and what your partner needs to do to meet them. Then they do the same. Step 2. Step 3, you communicate and chat to each other. Number 4, you both aim to meet each other's needs as much as possible. Hopefully, if you follow those steps, then your relationship will improve significantly, and it's a really easy couple of steps to go through. You potentially could improve your relationship significantly, even within one day, once you start working out what your partner's needs are. But I will say, as I kind of mentioned earlier, that people's needs often differ. You might be quite taken aback by how different your partner's needs are than your own. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video here. Let me know what you think about these different steps in the comments box below. Thanks for listening. See ya.